Does your house look like this on bottling day?
Hey, Scott from West New York Brews here. And this isn't an infomercial, it's our Tuesday review. And on this week, I want to show you something that you should already have. If you don't already have it, what are you waiting for? I was trying to make a list of the pros and cons of this, and I could come up with maybe 2 cons, like total. So what am I talking about? The FastRack. Okay, this is something, one of the first things I got because we bottled for 2 batches before switching to kegging. But since then, I still use it for competition, for bottling, for cleaning, for sanitizing. So here's what we've got. We've got a tray to catch any drips. We've got 2 bottle holders that will hold the bottles so that the necks don't actually touch and they're sitting underneath. So that all you have to do is take them out. I use a quick spray bottle of Star San on them and you're ready to go. Now, best part, they're stackable. As long as you have 4 of the same size bottles here, they're stackable. And you can buy more of these. They're only 15 bucks each. So you get 3, 4 of these, you stack them up as high as you want. And that's it. Pros, it keeps your bottles nice and compact, lets them dry nice and simply right here. You can leave them be. It keeps the necks cleaner so that it's not actually touching anything. And because of the way these are made, once your bottles are dry, you can take a case, a beer case, one of the cardboard cases, throw it upside down on here, flip the entire thing back up to normal, and they're cased. You're done. Remove your FastRack, close up your case, and do the next thing with the next set. So, let's take a look at putting the bottles in here. So let's get to the pros. Why would you use this instead of nothing, for example? Well, first of all, this lets you dry them upside down so that you're not letting anything settle in the bottom. Second of all, this is a nice place to store them, and they're stackable. Now, why use this instead of a different kind of drying rack? Because the bottle never has something inserted into it. The ends of the bottles are sticking out the bottom, not touching anything. Which brings us to one of the 2 cons for this, is the ones on the corners don't have that luxury. Okay, the ones on the corners are sitting in there in these longer ones. So they do have the possibility of touching the sides. So you're still going to want to sanitize as you would normally. And the second con is that not all bottles are made the same. All of these are about the same type. And you want to make sure that you have 4 on the edges so that when you stack up the next level, it sits level. Okay, so the next set of bottles I'm going to put in here are going to be of different shapes and sizes. So to finish this off, I'll talk about the second con here as I'm putting these ones in. Again, not all bottles are the same size. We have these Sierra Nevada type bottles, which are a little bit shorter and stubbier, which makes it difficult for them to sit side by side on each other. So when I'm using the shorter bottles like this, or the stubbier ones, I like to keep them separated from each other so I could slip in a thinner one in between them, which is somewhat of a con, but the pro on the other side of that is that you can put the case over this and flip over your bottles and easily case them. So, if that's important to you, I don't consider that much of a con. So I'm getting these in here. And then you've got your larger bottles. Put that here. Then you find out, like, Bellhaven, who are we fooling here? 11.25 ounces? Come on. Come on. 11.2 ounces. We're going to squeeze these in as best as we can. Harvest. Wow, that's a big one. Let's see what we can do. Put it on a corner. So in conclusion, if you're bottling, a FastRack is a great way to go. It's only 30 bucks for the entire set, for the top, the bottom, and the drip tray on the bottom to make sure that nothing drips out. I'm not using the towels anymore. I still use it even though I only bottled for 2 batches like 5 years ago. Um, but it's still great to store the bottles in. It makes it for quick and easy cleaning, and as soon as I'm done cleaning it, I can take this whole thing, normally it'll fit better on top because I don't use the actual big bottles on top, I just wanted to show it. I'll take my whole big thing right back down to my shelving so that it doesn't sit in my kitchen and everyone's happier. Alright, so if you don't already have a FastRack, this is one of those things that I didn't even think to review because it just works the way that it's supposed to work and I never even think about it. But this is a great product. Check it out. Thanks.